Hello everybody, my name is TheTfboy, and welcome to possibly the last Transformers Universe video I'm gonna do, at least for a while. Not forever, but probably until the next update or whatever. I just want to talk about the current state of the game, and just my opinion on it and everyone else's, you know? So, I recorded an update video a couple days ago. This is being recorded on Friday, so 4 days ago, I believe. This should be out Monday. Oop. But I do want to say that what was the one thing I wanted to say? First off, one of the main complaints I had for the game was leaving the community in the dark. In terms of how Jagex operates, not the game itself, but I want to say thank you to Mod Maddie for actually letting us know what the hell is going on, rather than keeping everything between closed doors. Because I'm just very thankful for the guy, and I do appreciate everything that he's trying to do. Like, he's trying to answer as many questions on the forums about what is going on as he can. But of course, he only knows so much. Yeah. I guess that really ties in just to the rest of the things, because thankfully for him, we have an explanation on why the community was left in the dark, and kind of why we don't have a lack of updates. I mean, I knew that they were rearranging staff for a while now, but I didn't know it would take until, if you didn't hear us posted, until late December. So I probably won't even there probably won't even be an update until next year, which is unfortunate. But in terms of what they should update, you know, I'm all for new content, but there really needs to be some minor changes done to, not minor, major changes done to the game in order to fix what is now before you move on to the next part. And my biggest issues with it are, of course, the client not being that stable. You know, I personally use the client. I prefer it over the browsers. It has a better frame rate. It's a little bit more optimized, and I kind of deal with the crashes and such. But it's just, the client needs to be a bit more stable. You know, I know a lot of people have complained like, hey, this is a browser-based game, but you should focus on the browser. Yes, but yet at the same time, a lot of the community did ask for a client. There's no question about that. And we got one, and it's in okay condition. It's obviously not perfect, but it needs to be worked on. The second thing is that in terms of bot balancing, I've already mentioned this. The only bots that I think are, the two, I should say, both bots that need to be looked at is Firebreaker and Macro. Just because, you know, I hate having the constant loop of discussion where it's like, oh, Decepticons are Firebreaker, oh, you guys are Macro, it's fair. No, it's not fucking fair, okay? I personally don't use Macro or Firebreaker that much. Yes, I do have them, but I find them, Macro's okay, but Firebreaker is quite tricky and not my playstyle. At least for me anyway, but they just need to be balanced, because yes, at the very basic they don't seem overpowered, but the problem is with these kind of bots is that the best case scenario for them, as in like their strongest attack, or they're combining all of their equipment or weapons at once in a certain way, if that makes them extremely overpowered even for a split second, that needs to go down. And that's the issue I have with oh jeez, game froze for a second. Firebreaker and Macro, just like just those two bots alone really encourage you to play no one else but them. Aside from maybe like Swagger, Outsider, the healers, Diabla, and who else am I forgetting? No, I'm forgetting somebody. Whatever. Just, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that they are really overpowered and they need looked at. Like, they need the Nerf gun on them heavily. Or maybe not even the Nerf gun. They just need redone in a way so that they aren't so powerful. Like, Macro's main issue, of course, is the whole, the misfield and the cloaking being a bit too overpowered. That needs to be redone. Especially when combined with a, with the power core that repairs you for every critical hit, and the power core that reduces your equipment cooldown by 0.24 seconds every time you get a critical hit. Because I have that set up on macro and it is way overpowering. It's not even funny.
Cans are nothing but cannon fodder.
And then the issue with Firebreaker, of course, is the fact that his virus lasts so long and bypass shields and absorbs. Either one of those two needs to change. Either it doesn't bypass shields or absorbs, or it doesn't last as long. And I'd be okay with it if it lasts like 15 seconds, just not 25. I don't want it to be a guaranteed kill if you have less than 500 HP. Because that's basically how it works. And of course, the other issue with Firebreaker being his chip ripper S-Tech, which again, it's just like, really? I don't see why. I mean, yeah, I get it's harder to use now, but every now and again, you still come across it. If you look at my macro video, hell, I was shifted by Firebreaker, and I had, I think, at least a third of my shield and all of my health. And that is just ridiculous. Because there's no warning. The issue I have with it isn't because it's so powerful, it's just that there's no warning or indication or prevention. You know, once he locks onto you and you have that boost active and he pulls the trigger, there's nothing you can do to counter it. And it's not even like a progressive damage, it's just damage in one shot, like instantly you're dead. Which drives me nuts.
Decepticon minions. They are easy pickings.
I don't know. You guys know how I feel about those two characters if you saw the videos. They need to be work done. Yes, I get it. Macro doesn't have any type of self-healing. That doesn't make it okay to make him so damn tanky. And yes, Firebreaker. I'm not even sure what Firebreaker's excuse is, to be honest. To be honest, some people have argued that his repairing is too good. Like, I've seen people use his repairing on his glove to heal him to max health from about a quarter of spark HP left. And I have no idea how they do that. Maybe with a consumable, but I'm not sure. They say his self-healing is really good, but I've never actually been able to figure out what's the trick to it. I don't know, that might need some work done. But just overall, I'm sorry I'm pacing with Showdown. I'm just not really just trying to talk here. I don't know, that's really all I have to say. Just those two bots need to be redundant somehow before they start adding others. Because if you add newer bots and cons to counter Macro and Firebreaker, then all you're gonna see the only bots you're going to be seeing played are Macro and Firebreaker and those counters. So, like it was said in a certain forum post, the whole rock paper scissors idea. Yes, I get it that this is a team game, so you should have on your team, like, I don't know, 1 scissor, 1 rock, and 2 paper, just to see what the enemy has. But you know, a lot of times it just doesn't work like that. I don't know. Hello, car.
I saw enough Terracons back on Cybertron.
But yes, I think that's all I have to say. In terms of myself, I don't have any more Transformers Universe videos that I want to do. I wanted to do PvE, but I'm like, it's not really entertaining to watch, I feel. PvP is kind of boring. Personally, I don't do it anymore just because I don't need to. I get enough energy on from PvP that I keep my consumables that I just keep making consumables, and I'm fine with that. I don't care for like augments or the whole, I think that's what they're called, the ones that give you like a like 6% shield boost for 48 hours or something like that. I don't care for those. So there won't be any Transformers Universe for a while, possibly until next year. For myself, I hope you guys enjoyed the gaming challenge I posted last week. I'm gonna wait for some feedback on that before I continue it, just to see if there's any tweaks I need to be made. Otherwise I'll just go the same, but I will be doing that, no questions asked. And then I actually have some, if anyone's ever heard of the game Amnesia: The Dark Descent, I'm going to be playing a couple mods for it, which is going to be quite interesting because both of these mods I played as a demo for my channel a while ago, which is Penumbra Necro Lounge and In Lucy's Eyes, both of which I played, both of which I thought was great, looked great. So Penumbra Necro Lounge is actually a 6 to 7 hour game, which is like holy crap. And In Lucy's Eyes comes out the next Monday, but the problem is I'll have to mess with the saves and such to make sure I don't accidentally miss files from both mods. Because if I ruin the saves in either one of them, I'm gonna be really upset. But whatever. That's basically all I have to say. I'm just rambling now, so that's just my opinion on the game. I just want to say thank you again to Mod Maddie for getting us somewhat out of the dark, and again, even telling us that there's going to be no news for a while is the best news that we've heard in a while. So I'm very... What the heck? I just one-shot him. How did I do that? Oh well. Anyways, that's all that we have to share. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Or not enjoyed. I guess I hope you guys found this useful. And again, last Transformers Universe video. I know I have a lot of subscribers that came here because of that game, but you know, I've noticed this with Munger's channel as well, Munger's channel as well. Like a lot of his audience is there just because of his Transformers content, and while I don't disagree with it, don't ignore the rest of what he posts, and that applies to me as well. So I understand what you're going through, Mungery. Let's see what happens, because you guys didn't really enjoy the Dead Space 3 game challenge. So maybe you'll enjoy Transformers Fall of Cybertron, and then maybe me screwing my head off in Amnesia, but who knows. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. End stream.